Now, I want to get into something here that we've talked about over the past 2 weeks off the show. Tonight's topic comes from a John Kensel Facebook post. John shared a recent New York Post article. The headline is John Lennon's Imagine the worst song of all time. Here's the gist. A man in the UK was chatting with friends and family about hateable songs. He decided to continue the conversation on social media. He tweeted, "What's the song you most detest and despise?" Although he only had like 1,000 followers, his tweet drew thousands of responses from all over the world. As the headline suggests, Lennon's signature solo tune drew the most ire, and apparently it wasn't even close. People hate this song, or more likely, the people who hate it are the most vocal about the things they hate. The big point of contention was the perceived hypocrisy of a wealthy man singing the line, "Imagine no possessions." I don't exactly agree with that criticism. If I have a problem with the song, it's the fact that in the chorus he rhymes one with one. But that whole antagonism toward the line, "Imagine no possessions," that's one I've been hearing for years. And I also believe that line was the main catalyst behind Lennon's murder. The man who shot him, whose name I will never say, and will therefore probably be the title of Darren's next book,
Lee Harvey Oswald.
He saw it as phoniness of the highest order, which makes me wonder, why do people continue to attack that line when the man who wrote and sang it literally received the death penalty for it? At what point can we just call things even? So I've asked my fellow Genius Underdogs to come up with their own lists of songs that many people like, that may even have some artistic merit, but for whatever reason, you just don't like or you think is overrated. And I've done so myself. And we're each going to give details and allow the rest of us here to guess the song that the person is thinking. Shall I go first?
Yes.
Okay. The song that I have the biggest issue with was made famous by Elton John. Now, I love Elton John's music. He has a pleasant, expressive singing voice. His piano playing, his melodies, his arrangements, all stellar, which is why I said I love Elton John's music. Unfortunately, he doesn't write lyrics. Most people know that's left to a guy he was randomly paired with half a century ago called Bernie Taupin. And just as great as Elton's many contributions to the songwriting process are, Bernie's lyrics, conversely, are often first-class rubbish. Their first big hit was Your Song, which contains the line, "If I was a sculptor, but then again, no." Well, you brought it up, Bernie. You do know there's an eraser on the other end of that pencil, right?
He's a low-down chiseler.
He is, and he gets away with it because Elton's so great at building a tune around anything Bernie slides under his door. You know, years ago, Elton gave himself the the legal middle name, Hercules, which is appropriate for a guy who does all the heavy lifting. But Elton isn't the only victim of Bernie's billion-dollar scam. This chap has a knack for getting monster talents to wrap a great tune around his lyrical nonsense to the point where you don't realize how insipid his writing is. Heart, for example. I love Heart, and not for the reason most of you are thinking. I love the music. Barracuda, Alone, Crazy on You, Magic Man, which, let's face it, should have been called Come On, Homegirl. Well, one of Heart's biggest hits is a song called These Dreams. You know it. Beautiful song. Great melody by Martin Page. Nancy Wilson's haunting vocals in a rare lead performance. But then we have Bernie Taupin's lyrics, which are clearly about a woman so stupid she can't figure out why she only dreams when she's asleep.
A Dixie chick.
Every second of the night, I live another life. Every moment I'm awake, the further I'm awake. Can somebody please tell me what's going on over here? And then there's Starship. Starship, of course, were the far superior outfit in Grace Slick's long run of bands with either Jefferson or Starship in the title. Most notably, the Jefferson Airplane, whose entire concept seemed to be, what if the Velvet Underground sucked? Bernie's contribution to Starship's catalog, We Built This City, it's a unique one. It's the only time a song he's involved with has come under such scrutiny that it topped terrible song lists compiled by Blender, Rolling Stone, and GQ. Now, I actually like We Built This City. I love Daniel. I guess that's why they call it the blues. Someone Saved My Life Tonight. The man has written some cracking lyrics. But when you write for a guy who's put out basically an album a year for the last 50, you're bound to score some blinders. So you guys have the performer and lyricist of my first song. Does anyone want to guess the title?
I'm still standing.
Elton John, Benny and the Jets.
I'm still standing.
No.
Oh, the Princess Diana one. Candle in the Wind.
No, sorry.
Leave On.
No.
Crocodile?
I love Leave On. That's a great one.
Crocodile Rock.
No.
It's
pretty brutal.
The Philadelphia Freedom.
You know what? I have to say, this proves my point. We are spoiled for choice for shit Bernie Taupin lyrics.
Philadelphia Freedom, yeah.
Oh no! Is it Rocket Man?
It is indeed Rocket
Yes,
Man.
that's. Oh my God.
Now, I have several problems with Rocket Man. First of all, it's called an astronaut. According to NASA's website, to even be considered for employment as an astronaut, you first have to earn a master's degree in engineering, biological science, physical science, computer science, or mathematics. In short, all the science you have to understand. Then you need at least 2 years of related professional experience, or at least 1,000 hours pilot and command time on jet aircraft. Then, if selected for the space program, you must be able to pass a long-duration flight physical.
You got to have the right stuff.
Indeed you do. And what are the odds that someone who ticks all those boxes and does have the right stuff will then refer to himself as a rocket man? Buzz Aldrin famously punched a guy for accusing him of faking the moon landing. I'm pretty sure he also would have punched anyone who called him a rocket man. It's not just how dismissive Bernie is about a highly skilled and specialized profession that peters my finch. In the second verse, he takes a stance against a horrible decision no one has ever considered making. Mars ain't the kind of place to raise your kids. I know, Bernie. Wasn't planning on it. In fact, on my list of places not to raise my kids, Mars is second, just behind Patterson, New Jersey. So don't worry about me, brown dirt cowboy.
Patterson.
But he's insistent. In fact, it's cold as hell. Coldness, the best known trait of hell. And no one there to raise them if you did. No one is disagreeing with you. No one needs to be convinced. This verse may as well be about advising someone to not try to weigh his penis using an active hot plate. And here's another testament to Elton's way around a tune. Not only did the world overlook the idiotic lyrics, Rocket Man became not only his signature song, but a name people call him, and without irony. Now, while I'm piling on, perhaps unfairly, on Bernie Taupin's of, I want to point out a wonky line in a song I like a lot. John, it was one of your guesses. I'm Still Standing. Who doesn't like that song? It's unassailable. Or at least I think so every time it first comes on. Then this part comes around. If our love was just a circus, you'd be a clown by now. Now, although a case can be made, I don't consider myself as being in the circus business, so I'm not 100% sure how it works, but I'm pretty sure you don't work your way up to clown. You don't become a clown through seniority or osmosis or whatever Bernie's trying to put past us here. And as much as I enjoy the song, mainly because of Elton, that line takes me out of it for a second or two every time.